Hello dear observers. In today's video, I will tell you about a real-life incident, and after this story, your life will change completely. As the title of the video says, this video is about an imam who prays without ablution. In order for the story to be understandable to you, I will tell it on behalf of the person who told it. In my youth, I fell in love with Islam and began to study it thoroughly. Everyone in our family prayed, and people in our neighborhood always prayed 5 times a day. We always went to mosques. My father always introduced me to the mosque and its rules. As I grew older, I started going to the mosque alone, and one day when I went to the mosque, I entered the ablution room to perform ablution. While I was washing my hands and feet with water in the ablution room, the imam of the mosque entered and went into the toilet. After leaving the toilet, he went to the mosque without washing his hands and feet. I was surprised. After all, in the religion of Islam, a person entering the toilet should perform ablution, wash his face, hands and feet thoroughly. But as soon as the imam entered the door, he went directly to the toilet, and as soon as he came out, he entered the mosque. I checked to see if he had ablution inside, but there was no water inside either. On this day, I participated in the prayer led by the imam and performed the prayer. I told my father about the incident when I came home. My father replied, "If the imam did this, it is not possible and one should not follow him anymore." This news gradually spread to all people and the number of followers of Imam decreased day by day. People did not step into the mosque. In the end, the imam was left alone and he did not come to the mosque to study because of his loneliness. The people of the neighborhood gradually started hating the imam and began to gossip about him. Imam's family broke up and his wife left him. In the end, he could not bear these things and left the mahalla and never came back. 15 years have passed and I have grown up a lot. Today I am 34 years old. I began to understand a lot more about religion and realized many things. One day I got sick and went to the local hospital to get an injection. When I was returning home after taking the injection, I heard the azan from the mosque and it was time for Asr prayer. I approached the mosque in order to pray. I had ablution before and after the injection. I went into the ablution room to see if there was any bleeding due to the nose piercing or not. Because if blood comes from the body of a person who has performed ablution, then his ablution is broken. This is a rule of Islam and it is necessary to renew ablution. I went to the toilet and checked the place where the gnat was pricked, but there was no blood and my ablution was intact, so I left the ablution room. As I stepped into the mosque, I heard a voice inside me and suddenly my heart was filled with sadness. I remembered the story of Imam 15 years ago. At that time, the Imam also went in to check whether there was any bleeding due to the fact that he had received an injection. I misunderstood him and scolded everyone that the Imam prayed without ablution. I caused the Imam to ruin his life and leave his country. I finished the Asr prayer in sadness and set out to find the Imam. After all, I was the one who brought him down in the neighborhood 15 years ago, and I needed to apologize to him. But my search for 1 month didn't give any results and I found him by looking for a friend. I asked his friend for information about what happened to Imam and where he went. My friend was sick 15 years ago. After being stung by a snake, he went into the ablution room to check whether his ablution was broken or not, and he came and prayed in this state as his ablution was intact. Someone from your neighborhood saw this, remained and told everyone that the Imam prayed without ablution. After that, everyone started hating him and his family broke up, and he came to me and moved to another country, saying that he could no longer live here. Imam's friend answered. From that day on, my life changed completely. I realized that it is wrong to make bad assumptions about others without knowing it. In short, to conclude from today's video, a person should not have bad suspicions about others and slander others without being aware of their condition. Because of one wrong word, Imam's whole life was destroyed and his family was also destroyed. Click like and subscribe to our channel in order to reach more people. Thank you so much for watching.